My name is Raymond Briquette from Foundant Technologies, and I'm here today with Laura Kurzrok from Eastern Bank. And she's going to tell us a little bit about her foundation and her experience using Grant Lifecycle Manager. Laura, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and the place you work?
Sure. I'm the executive director of the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation. And the foundation is fully funded by Eastern Bank. Each year, Eastern Bank contributes 10% of its net earnings to the foundation. So that has allowed us to build up a significant endowment level. Then we take those funds and we contribute them within the footprint of the bank. So we stay very local to Eastern Massachusetts. And we have a few pieces of our philosophy. The first part is that we want to make sure that we give lots of smaller grants rather than a few large grants. So we actually give over 1,200 grants a year. They range from $50 to $50,000. Wow. So it's staying as an integral part of the community. So we'll be supporting little leagues all the way up to significant organizations that are working to fight homelessness in the greater Boston area. Our main categories of giving are to help the neediest. So we want to make sure people have a roof over their head, food on the table, a safe place for their kids to go after school. That's our key part, to be an important part of the community.
Mission statement. Great. Well, so tell me what were you looking for when you were looking for a grant management system? What problems were you looking to solve?
I came into this because we were drowning in paper. As I say, we're receiving over 2,000 different applications every year, and they would be in various states in the process at any one point in time. So if somebody called inquiring on the status of their request, they could be in one of several huge piles of paper. So to be able to answer would be very time consuming. And it was just absolutely too much paper to manage. We were anxious that it wasn't efficient and that there were too many places for things to fall between the cracks.
Yeah, exactly. Great. And now that you've been using the software for about 2 years now? Close to it?
We're just coming up on our second year anniversary.
2 years. Now that you've used it for 2 years, what are the three big benefits, if you had to pick out a top three that you've experienced?
Well, the biggest thing for us is now we know where everything is. With just a click of, a click of our mouse, we're able to say, okay, this has just been received, we haven't reevaluated it, or it's been received, but we're looking for additional information, or we can say it's already been decisioned, and that maybe the person A in the organization hadn't yet spoken to person B. So that's been terrific. Another part of that is that we have a complete history now of an organization, and you can access again with just a click of the mouse immediately what applications have been in the past, what we funded, why we did it. A big part for us is to get as much consensus from the organization as we can if there are people involved in these organizations. So it allows us to maintain those comments, to send the application around to members of the organization to review. That part of the organization that part of organizing the paperwork has been invaluable. But I think one of the greatest things for me is they're all now in a uniform
format
format, exactly, okay. Which I determined which was relevant. So I picked out the key pieces of information that we needed to know. And so now I'm getting all the information we required and not getting extraneous information that we didn't want to look at. So if I'm thinking about a grant request and I want to quickly review, what was the mission of that organization? It takes me seconds now to just flip because in their application and to look at that section.
So and then about the paperwork, is that you didn't have to rent an extra room to store file cabinets, or
Correct.
is that also helpful?
Yeah, that it has been enormous. It has been enormous, and you can, you could have out virtually no paperwork.
Yeah, yeah. And then any other pleasant surprises in using the software that you didn't expect? Any unexpected benefits, I guess I'd say?
I think the greatest unexpected benefit, or what's been most beneficial to us, is that this has not been a process where we have bought a product, installed it, and used it. It has been a partnership for us all along the way, so that when we had needs, that we were having difficulty determining how the product could service those needs, I worked very closely together with you, with everybody else in the organization. So it was not find a product, purchase a product, use a product. It's find a product, purchase the product, and have a partnership on how to use it and move forward. And that's been the most reassuring.
Great, great. Well, Laura, thank you for your time and your comments, and we appreciate your business.
Happy to do it. Thanks.